Welcome, gentlemen, to this section of the training today, and ladies. In this section, we are going to try our hands on the use of some of these, one of these design software. So we are going to design electrical circuitry or electrical diagrams of our own. So first, we are going to look at how we can design simple electric motor circuitry, including their start and stop control circuitry and the power line. That is what we are going to be doing. So for this section, we are going to be using the ProfiCAD software. So the ProfiCAD is what we are going to use. So I will advise you download your own copy of the ProfiCAD. So you can get your copy of the ProfiCAD from this website, which is proficad.com/download. Then, if you come here, you will see full installation. Okay, so click on it to download. So you can see it downloading. Okay, so at the end of its download, what you do is to run the program in your system. Okay, so now it is if the one that you have just downloaded is a free design software, setup underscore full, okay, .execute. So you can run it in your system. It's a free download which you can subsequently upgrade to the ones with other features. So we are going to show you the basic things that you need to know to design your own electrical circuitry. Okay, so once you have downloaded, then you can run it directly on your system by clicking on open. It will start running. Okay, when you click on open, yeah, it will start running, as you can see. But I'm not going to run it because I already have it in my system. Okay, so after you've run it in your system, it is user-friendly, so just follow the instructions to install it in your system. Then after you have installed it, then we can move ahead. So let's give a few minutes for you to download and install it. Okay, so let's assume that you have downloaded it and you have installed it. Okay, so mine is on the desktop. This is it, ProfiCAD. Okay, so I want to run it from my desktop now, the ProfiCAD software. So I just double click on it for it to open up. So let's give it some time to open up. So when you launch the ProfiCAD, this is what you will see or you have on your screen. Okay, so we are going to familiarize ourselves with a few of buttons just for us to be able to design a very simple schematic diagram. And what we are going to design is just for a motor control circuit, which means that we are going to show the motor power circuit and the motor control circuit. Okay, so if you look to the left of the screen, you will see we are taking electrical installations because what we want to do, we have most of the symbols in this area. Okay, so we have others. We have the distribution board, electronics, and then house electrical symbols and others. But we are taking electrical installations. Okay, so if you look at the electrical installations, under it you have the machines, electrical machines. So if you click on it, you will see that we have electric motors, we have generators. Okay, So we have starters. So whichever you want. So on the outdoor electrical machines, if you look at them too, you see that we have transformers, okay, and other outdoor machines, okay, or equipment. So we have the PLC, we have production of electrical energy, then we have relays and switch, okay. So now we said we want to design a simple control circuit for an electric motor, a simple electric motor circuit. So we go to the machines and look for motor. So we are going to use this, okay? You can use this or this, okay? So let's say we are using this 3-phase motor. So you click on it. Click on it. Then you click on it, then you see that if yours is okay, you click on it, then you take it to the area, and then you click on where you want to actually drop it, or you can drop and then arrange later, but it is better you drop it where you actually want to have it, okay? So you drop it by clicking, then it has dropped. Okay, if you want more motors, you can click again, and click again, okay? So to free your cursor from that motor, you press the escape button. But for this for this particular design that we are doing, we need only one motor, okay? So we are going to delete all of this. We said that is, you try to select it, you take your pointer to it, okay, and then when you see that arrow, you can click to select, then you press delete and say yes, okay. You do the same thing for the others that you do not want, okay. So what we have done now, what we have done now, I will want you to try it. Let us give you some time so that you can try it, okay? So, with the mind that you have tried it, let us move ahead. So next, what I will do so that I will have a good view of the entire design board, I want to reduce my board. So I will take my pointer, take it to the zoom out button, okay? So I will zoom out so that I can see. So I will zoom out to about 50%, okay? So 50% is okay. Let me see the next time, okay. Let me zoom out to 50%. 50% is okay. So this is my motor. So I will take it and drop it here so that I will be able to use the entire space that I have. So I need other components, okay? So I will need from the incomer, I will want to have fuses for protection. So let me look for fuse now. So fuse, electrical relays and switches. Okay, it's not here. So let me come to switch jar and look at fuses. So I can take this fuse. Okay, I will need 3 of them for the 3 phases. Okay, so I will take this fuse, take them to the top 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so I can press my escape button. I will come to other things later. Escape button. Then I'll go back to my switch jar and okay, let us use this type of let's use this type. Okay, let's use this instead of the ones we had before. Okay, Let me try to delete all of this. Delete. Okay, so let me go back and take the other type of use. So this is it. So I need 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then press escape to free your pointer. So I just want to align them. Okay. So now what I will need next is my circuit breaker. So I will need a circuit breaker that is magnetically operated. Okay. So if you are not familiar with that term, you can check out our training on circuit breaker, different types of circuit breakers. Okay, so this one is the thermally operated. Okay, this is the magnetically operated circuit breaker. So I will take this and come and drop it here. Okay, and press escape to free my pointer from the circuit breaker. So I've just done that. So now what I will need again is the contactor. Okay, from the circuit breaker I need a contactor that we need to control with our control circuit to control the operations of the electric motor. So now we'll go and look for contactor. So let us use this because this is very close to what we are looking for. So we can drop this here. So you see that all the components, press escape to free the pointer. So you see that all the components that we actually need for our design is what we are bringing first, okay, before we put them together. So I want you to follow along as you are watching what we are doing, okay. So from the contactor, I will need an overload, a thermal overload device at the electric motor end. So let's look search symbol. Let's say overload. Overload. Yeah. So this is what we actually need. This is the thermal overload that we actually need. Thermal overload element. So you double click on it, and then you now carry it. You need 3 of it, 1 on each of the phases for the electric motor. So you free your pointer of it. So we now have all the elements that we need on the power line. Okay. So if you look at the orientation, you will see that I want to use this 3 line, 1, 2, 3. Okay, to run my line to my motor. So what I will need to do is to expand my circuit breaker to cover that line. Okay, so I've done that now. Yes. Then I will also expand my contactor just to make the work easy for all of us. Expand my contactor to cover that line also. Okay. The thermal overload device is already on the line, but we can make the thermal overload device, okay, to be, okay, let's leave it like that. Okay, it's clearly visible, they are on the line. So now next we want to run the line to all of these components that we have placed on our drawing board or drawing arena. So we'll go to this 2 bar, okay, you can either get it from here or you can come to your drawer, okay. So under your drawer you have all the lines, okay, all the shapes that some of the shapes that come to. Let's take it here. So when you come, you see something like a scepter with a plus sign, okay, at the end. So what you do is that you take it to where you want to actually put line. So I want to put a line before the fuse. So the point I want the line to start, I will take the crosshair to that particular spot and then click on it, okay. Then let's take it again. Click, then you now extend it to where you want it to stop and click again. Okay, you still have it, so you click, extend it to where you want it to stop, click again. Take it to where you want it to start, click, and take it. It's not supposed to go away, but take it to, once your own goes away like that, you click on the line. From where you want it to start, you click, and then you take it to where you want to stop, click it again, okay. Now you also do the same for all. So you are joining all the components now, so just watch as we are doing it and follow along, okay. Click from where you want it to start. Sorry. Click on, okay. You click on where you want it to start, and you click. You can also copy the line, and you can copy the line and paste the line. The way you copy and then you paste it, that will make the work a little bit easier. Let's hope you are following me. Sincerely hope your own is not vanishing. There is something actually wrong. Not supposed to go away until I finish my drawing. Okay, so I can use my arrow button to shift it. Okay. Okay, so that it will be properly aligned. So what I want to do here, I want to copy this and paste. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. This is it. So this starts here. So I still have one section to do. So okay, before then, let me take this section align that line later. Okay. So press escape to free your pointer. So I can use the right arrow key now to align it with my thermal overload. So my motor, I will move it down and then expand it a little so that okay, so we have gotten the power line now straight to our electric motor. Here we have the incomer, the fuses, the circuit breaker, the contactor, our overload devices, and then our electric motor. Okay. So now we want to look at the control circuit. So we are going to look at a very simple control circuit, a circuit that will control this particular motor. So what we need to do now, since the contactor is open, after we have closed the circuit breaker, it means that we have power at the input of the contactor. Okay, so we need a control that will help us to close the contactor, and then that will also incorporate, this is the contactor, that will help us to close the contactor so that power will flow to our electric motor. Then we also need to incorporate all of these overload devices into the control circuit so that they will be able to protect our circuitry. Okay, so we need the normal start and stop push button. Okay, so let's go and look for those ones. Relay, under relay and switches, we'll see this is our normally closed, which is the stop push button. We need that, so we'll take that and we'll drop it here. Okay, we'll drop it here. Press escape to free your pointer. Then we'll come again. We'll look for the order for the start push button. Okay, we can drop that here. Okay, then we need press escape to free it. We need the relay coil, that is the contactor relay. Okay, so we need something like an oval or a circular shape to present it. So we'll come here too, under the toolbar. When you go to draw, that draw you see it's circle. You can take from there. So now let's say we are using this now, the circle. You come to where you want to drop it, you click, okay, and then you drag. When you get to the size that you want, you can click again, okay, and then press escape to free your pointer. So next we will need the overload contacts. Since we have 3 overloads, we will need 3 overload contacts. So let us come to switch jar and protective device to see if we will have overload contacts there. Okay, I think we have something that we can use here. We can use this because those overload contacts, they are normally closed on the line. So let's take this. So we cannot leave it like this. We want it to turn vertically, so you right click for it to turn. Okay, we want it to be oriented like this. So you put 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so you press escape to free your pointer. So these are all the components that we need for our control circuits. So this relay, its function is to control this contactor contact. Once it is energized, this contactor contact will close and then power will be sent to our electric motor for it to work. Okay? While all of this, they are controlled by all of these overloads. So these overloads, once they are energized or once they are activated, it will open any of these circuits. So we want them to open. As any of them opens, it will stop the flow of power to the electric motor, or it will stop the flow of energy to the coil, okay, of the contactor, and thus opening the contactor and stop the flow of power to the electric motor. So now these are the things that we need. So for us to have a better view of what we have here, so I want us to expand our work area. So I want to increase the size to say about 100 that's too much, okay? About 100%. Okay, so now I can see all of my components clearly. Okay, so now I will take my line, I will feed the, so we may have a step down transformer, okay, that will feed the control circuit. So let us go to after installations. You see transformer symbol. So let's use this. Let's use this, okay? So we'll take this now. So that's the orientation that we actually wanted. So we can drop it here and press escape to free our pointer. Okay? So now we need to go to the line to connect our transformer. So you take it to the point you want to connect from, you click, and then you take it to where you want it to stop and click again. And take it to the point you want to connect to, you click, and take it to connect again. And take it from where you want it to start, you click, and then take it to where you want it to stop, you click again. Okay, we will need a fuse before we need fuse before the transformers. Okay. Switch out every device again. So we have let's take this. We need 2 fuses. Press escape. So I want to reduce this line to go to the beginning of the fuse. Let me expand the fuse. Okay. So you can actually pause what we are doing so that you'll be able to follow up and will be at par in the construction of this electrical circuitry. So now we have done the input to the transformer. Okay. Now I want to do the output to the control circuitry. So we'll take it from here. So remember, we are supposed to connect it to these dots. Okay. But let's take it from here. Okay. From here. Okay. Yeah. Let's use this opportunity. So you once you select that stop button, you can push it down a little. Let me see. Okay. So let me go down with your arrow button down a little. Then even the start button. That okay. Okay. So now you take the line also. You take from the start button to your contactor coil. Okay. Then from your contactor coil, our contactor coil is supposed to go down a little. Let me take that down. So we actually want it to be aligned. So once my pointer have changed to cross, I will just click good and then okay. So I'm actually using my arrow button now to move it left and right. Either the right arrow button to take it to the right, and the left arrow button to take it to the left. Okay, so I still need my line. I'll come to line, click on it, and then come and okay. So now I want to bend down. I want to start from here. I will click, take it down to midpoint here. Click again. It's not supposed to vanish, but let's go back. Take from here. To the first contact of my contactor. Sorry, the first contact of my overload. So this software is very, 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 very easy to use. Okay. So I'll take it to video. Click. Okay, so we are through. Escape to free buy. So we are through with the design now. So we can reduce it to 50 so that we will see all of so this is a very simple electric motor circuit. Okay, so you see that this is the incoming to your circuit breaker through your fuses to your circuit breaker that is magnetically operated, then to your contactor, then okay, let's see something here. Let me. That's not supposed to be. Let me expand to see what. Okay, let's remove it. Is a transformer. Okay, so we now relate it back to the 50. Okay, so now this is your contactor, and then through your overloads to your electric motor. Now let's see what happens when we want to start this particular electric motor based on the schematic that we have now. So once you have power through your fuses to your circuit breaker, you switch on your circuit breaker. So at the point of switching on your circuit breaker, okay, sorry, there's an error here. this line is supposed to start from, not from the, so one of the lines is supposed to start from the other face. Okay. So change your own, if maybe that is what you have in your own. Change the line to the other face. Okay. So now, if we want to start our motor, we will put on the circuit breaker first. That means that we now have power to our control unit. Okay. Then this start button, once you press on the start button, that will close the control power to the contactor coil. This contactor coil, the circuit to it will now be complete and it will be energized. Once it's energized, the contactor contact will do what? Will close. And as it close, power will now flow to your electric motor and your electric motor will start. Then if you want to stop, you press the stop button, the push button, you press it and that will open up the circuit to your contactor coil, which means that the circuit will no longer, the coil will no longer be energized because the circuit is already open to it. It will drop and then the contact will open and that will stop the flow of energy to your power to your electric motor and the electric motor will stop working. Then in the event that you have sustained overload on any of the phases, maybe due to fault within the electric motor, that overload will be seen by these overload elements, okay? And any of them that opens up, so you see that they are in series. Any of them that opens up will stop the flow of energy or electricity to your contactor coil, and the contactor coil will be de-energized, and that will open up the contactor and stop the flow of electricity to your electric motor. Okay. So next, what we want to do now is to label. Okay. So the software is something that you can play with. Okay. As you are playing with it, you become more familiar with the environment. Okay. So next, we want to label. So to label it, we remember this is our electric motor, this is a relay coil, so that whoever that is looking at it will know what we have here. Okay. So to label it, you come to insert. Okay. What are we putting? We want to put test. Okay. So insert test. So we want to insert, let's say we want to label the relay coil C arrow. Okay, C arrow. Okay, since we have only one, let's say just C arrow. If we have more than one relay coil, we can say C arrow 1, C arrow 2. Okay, but C arrow. Let's take that C arrow. So that is my C arrow. I will drop it here. Okay. So to show that that's my C arrow, is the one controlling this this contact. I want to place C arrow there, so I can copy that my C arrow. So I will select. Okay, select, Control C, then Control V. So I've duplicated it. So I'll drop it here. So to show that C arrow is what is controlling it. Okay. So if you can do that, you go through the insert test. Okay. So the next that we want to insert is the start and stop. So we can go to test, say start button. So this is my start button. Okay. So let's go to there are two ways we can add the stop button. We can copy, paste, and then change the start to stop. But before that, you will play with that later. But let's just insert it for convenience sake. So the other one is stop. So what you are doing now is labeling your circuits. Okay. So that is stop. Then the other is the overload. Okay, so these are overload and these are overload contact. So we still insert test. Overload is OL. Okay, so let's say OL. So we put OL here. So we can copy this, Ctrl C, and then Ctrl V. So we put one here, copy, select, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and you put it here. Okay, select, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, then you put it here also. Okay, so now we have the 3 overload. So the transformer, we can label the transformer, putting the voltage rating of the transformer also. So insert text, say transformer T arrow 415 to 110 volts. Okay, so that's for the transformer. Okay, then we have the circuit breaker. We can say main circuit breaker. Insert test circuit breaker. Okay, okay, so that's our circuit breaker. Okay, so that's all. So those tests that are there on those, we can say we don't want them to show, so we remove them. Don't want them to show. We can remove them. Then we can insert, if we want values to be there, we can insert the values. Okay. Yeah, so this is this is a simple electric motor control circuit. Okay, so I hope what you have in your system is exactly what we are having here now. It's a very simple electric control circuit. So we are going to give to you something to design for us. Okay, so we'll give you something to design for us, so that at the end you will send it to us as what you have designed. Okay, it's part of the requirements for you to get your certificate. So now we have labeled the way we want it to be, so we can add any other thing that we want to add. Okay, we can add any other labeling just to show clearly what we have designed, which circuit we have designed this for. Okay, so next, what we want to do now, we've done our work. We want to save and then print. Okay, so you can save anywhere you want to save it. Okay, but let us generate an output. So you come to output, you click on it, output, so that we can send what we have done to wherever we want it to be sent. Okay, so you click on output, then you come to export. So you say you can export to PDF or you can export to other files. Okay, so you can even export to JPEG. Okay, so let's export to PDF. Okay, so let's export directly. So exporting whole document plus framing. That's if we add a frame. Okay, so we are putting green frame. Okay, so we want to take that. Then we say OK. So when you click on OK, you wait. Okay, so it's now telling us where do we want to save what we've done to. Okay, it's a PNG file. So let's say we are saving it to desktop. Okay, and the name is motor circuit 1. Okay, so put it in our desktop, motor circuit 1, and I say save. Okay, so we have saved it now to our motor, that is to our desktop. Okay, so if we want to open it in Windows Explorer, we can click on it to open it in Windows Explorer, or we can go directly to check it on desktop. Okay. So this is it. So if you open that now, motor circuit 1, the PNG file will open, so you can send that as what you have designed to wherever you want to send it to. Yes, so this is our design. Okay, so I hope this is what you got also from what you designed. So like we said earlier, this software is user friendly and it is very easy to use. So you can be trying your hands, develop more complex circuits, and feel free to share what you've done with us. Okay, but this one, the one you designed, you should send it to us. Okay, so it is what we need to, it's part of the process for you to get your certificate. Okay, this particular design, we want to see your own copy. So you put your name on top of it just by inserting text. You type your name, let your name be around this area. Okay, insert text, and you put your name and you place it around here.